A bleak report from the International Monetary Fund today says the global economy will contract by 3% this year, with highly developed economies like Canada's shrinking by more than 6%. That's $9 trillion off the global economy. They think it could be the worst downturn since the Great Depression. So let's bring in senior business correspondent Peter Armstrong. Peter, have we ever even seen anything remotely like this?
No, I mean, you mentioned the Great Depression. I mean, they're even saying this is much worse than the 2008 financial crisis. And think about that. That was 10 years ago, and we still feel its impact. And back then, global GDP fell by just 1%. This is already forecast to be 3 times as bad. And the numbers are just shocking. Italy's GDP will fall 9%, 5.9% in the US. You mentioned 6.2% here. But remember, every time somebody tries to forecast this out, they come up with something. We gasp at how terrible it is. Then the data come in, and they're often much, much worse.
So then is there any good news? I mean, the IMF was also talking about a recovery with some pretty positive projections.
Indeed, but that it's going to take us a while to get there. The global GDP will bounce back like 5.8%, and Canada's economy will grow by more than 4%. The US will see like 4.7% growth. But that's not just a few months away. We're looking at the end of 2021. So we need to brace for a long, potentially slow recovery. And that means our policies will have to remain flexible throughout.
All right. Thanks very much for this.